Welcome back, everyone. Today's chapter 11 is 76 with great pride. Quick chapter, nothing to get. And there is break next week. Like, come on, bro. Like, okay, there is a break. I give it to you, but give me something. This is just, let's go through this quick chapter. Literally, like, I don't know what to do here, what to say, what to. So we see Frankie and Lilith. Lilith takes out something from the books they have. It's a this kind of thing. This here is the Omni Drain Converter, the ODC. I know what that stands for. Omni Drive Drain Converter. Okay, yes, that's what it stands for. Then I'll like this is interesting. Frank is talking about how she can use the hover since you're Elbaf. So Lilith is saying, can't you feel it? The energy here flows everywhere. But like, have you tried using something other than cola to move around? What energy? What energy is she talking about? Is there something special about Elbaf? I want to know that too. So the fire is spreading the library in the school. Nam is going to save the day. She uses Zeus, rains down on it. Who, who? What was his name? I already forgot his name. The God's Knight. Ha, 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 him. I'm going to check. Killingham. Yes, that's his name. So Killingham comes with the snake. He's riding the nightmare. It swallows Zeus. The snake, the worm. It looks like a worm. Lind Wyvern. No, not a wyvern. Wyvern. It's the Lind Wyvern. So Sanji, Frankie, Jinbe are gonna save Zeus. But we see the drones that the Lilith wanted to use, they suck the energy of the fire, so the fire turns into ice. I don't know how that works. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that does, but like it's something to think about. Like in One Piece terms, we see ice, Loki using ice or the chill, call it. Burok uses the chill, and this sucking the energy out of fire makes it frozen. Why? So like when we know fire is energy, heat is energy, fire is energy, electricity gets heat, like they are related, but like why does it freeze? Why does then Lilith gives Frankie the energy in a cola bottle. Hopefully hopefully the super Vega Cola. Hopefully that's an upgrade for Frankie. Hopefully permanent upgrade, not just this once, because he needs it. Now the only one left is Usopp, of course. Poor guy. Then we see Killingham being racist towards Frankie. I love the line from Sanji here. He says, if your head's so big you can't tell this is Jimby, the former warlord of the sea, you committed the crime of insulting a member of my crew. I think it's time I put a hole in that aquarium of yours. Because he said he's glad he's wearing the bubble because he's in the same air as the fishman. Then we see jump. Frankie is jumping. He's jumping way too high. So his attack is super strong. Then we see Jimbe, Fishman Karate's secret technique, Sanji, Ifrit Jambe, and then we see a combo, Frankie smashing the Wyram uh, with his finishing line, Dexter, and Jimbe punches it from the stomach. I think it's a stomach, it's a worm. Burnai. So it says Burnai here, the translators. Uses kanji that can mean outlaw, piercing strike. Interestingly, the final kanji of this attack is also used when counting pieces of sushi. Because he's a fisherman. And Sanji uses connoisseur. Connoisseur? Concasse. Yeah, he used that before. Then we get back to the village. We see Dori, Brogi, Zoro, Yalu, Hyruddin, and the crew. Everyone, they're trying to attack the giants. They keep reviving. But then Dori and Brogi regain some sense. But then they end it. They talk about how it's like how did they reach this point? Like how did they get to betray their elders and talk like that? And it was interesting. So they cut off each other's head with a little flashback, but then they flip back to normal. So the trick of unflipping like the domi reversi is like killing. So like you have to kill the person to to cure them. That's kind of what happened uh, with Rox. They killed him, kinda, but like, how do you die when you're immortal? I don't know. It doesn't make sense. We need an explanation. Uh, like, is there some way to kill an immortal? That's why Domi reverses. I don't know. I don't know. It's like you is it cutting off the head and ripping out the hair? That's a sure kill. Maybe you need to do something like that. So then we see an epic double page. The last page, that's it. The goats are ready to fight with all pride and break next week. That's it. That's it. What do you want me to talk about? But there is nothing to talk about. There is nothing to think about. We've been theorizing about how to unflip Dory and Brogy, but that's it. You just have to kill them. Uh, isn't it a little too easy? Unless you are rocks. Yeah. Yes.